Right, it's in Nick's circle here. Okay, I'm going to tell you a little story, and this is one of my favourite English folk tales. I had it from Amy Douglas, and she says it's from Shropshire, but I think it's also claimed from Herefordshire, because that's the thing with English folk tales. You usually get 2 or 3 counties claiming the same story. They just change the name of the hill or the name of the town or whatever. Most of my stories are seasonal. They're told at different times of the year, and the reason I know it's time to tell this story is that my neighbour's got 2 apple trees, and they overhang our garden, and they're loaded with fruit. And the other thing is that it's Bromyard Folk Festival next week, and in my mind when I tell this story I always think of Bromyard, you know, that's where it's set in my mind. That's it. Anyway, all I've got to do is remember where it starts. Yeah. The large house just outside the village boasted a small orchard, just an handful of apple trees. But those trees bore the biggest, juiciest, sweetest fruit in the whole of the county. Now, the nights were drawing in as they are now, and it was just starting to get dark when 2 lads slipped over the wall into that orchard. They quickly started to pick the apples. They started stuffing them in their pockets, inside the shirts. They even took the trousers in the socks and stuffed them down the trousers. And when they couldn't carry any more, well, they were too overloaded to climb back over the wall, but the gate was just on a bolt, which they unbolted and let themselves out onto the road. Then they started to walk back down to the town, trying to look as inconspicuous as they could. And all the time they were looking round them. They were looking for something. And by the time they got down to the town, it had got completely dark, and the pale moon was up in the sky. And they were still looking for something. You see, what they were looking for was somewhere nice and quiet where they could share out the apples. They just passing the churchyard, and the gate was propped open. They looked through the gate and they saw just what they were looking for. It was a freshly dug, but as yet unoccupied grave. So they slipped into the churchyard, and as they did, one of the lads dropped 2 apples by the gate. His mate says, "Leave them, we'll get them after." So there they were, in that empty grave. 1 for you, 1 for me. 1 for you, 1 for me. It was just then that a young police constable came down the road. He looked in through the churchyard, he saw the grave, and then he heard it. 1 for you, 1 for me. 1 for you, 1 for me. Well, he went as pale as that moon up in the sky. He turned on his heels and he dashed a short distance back to the police station. He was out of breath. He came in. He said, Sergeant, quick! God and the devil are in the churchyard and they're sharing out the souls. Well, the old sergeant, he'd heard it all before. He got slowly up out of his chair, he walked over and put on his cap. He says, "Come on, son, we'll soon sort this out." Back they went to the churchyard. They looked in, they saw the grave, and they heard it. 1 for you, 1 for me. 1 for you, 1 for me. And that's the lot. And that's the lot. What about the 2 by the gate? Oh, we'll collect them on the way out. Well, both those coppers went pale. They both turned on their heels and they ran straight away out of that county, whichever county it was, and straight into the next county. And as far as I know, they're still running now.